everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua, scene of tonight's Battle of the Bridge high school football game between Nashua High South and Nashua High North. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. And Tom, this may be our only opportunity to see these two teams in this pandemic season, correct?
Well, it'll be our only opportunity to see them play against each other, John. You know, that's I mean...
Barring some kind of bizarre
well, it's not bizarre.
Playoff format.
They could be. Well, there's always a chance they could be in the playoffs, against each other. It depends on the seedings and everything else. We're a long way from there. We got about 5 weeks to go before that takes place and that happens. But this is going to be a rivalry matchup, and it's also going to be an interesting matchup. We're all going to have to bear with it because they haven't played, they haven't scrimmaged, they've only practiced for 2.5 weeks. So the football may not be high quality, but the talent on the field is pretty high quality. South's got a lot of skilled players, and of course, Nashua North, we get to see the return of Curtis Harris-Lopez, who last year we lost him in the Merrimack game late in the season, and I think that hurt. I think North they very well may have made the championship game had they had him. They lost to Merrimack in the quarterfinals, and that was it. And they lost here on Thanksgiving night. Now, one thing about Thanksgiving night, we'll see what kind of carryover there is, John, because a kid for Nashua South had a great game that night. Josh Campo had 160 yards on the ground. I think he scored 3 times. He's going to be one of their lead backs. And, he's the younger brother of Jason Campo, who's probably more of a defensive player now than he was offensively after last season. So those are 2 players to watch. But obviously, Harris-Lopez is the deal for South. He's got 6 offers right now for college, all Division I, or high Division II, or low, basically Division I, including Holy Cross. He hasn't decided yet, but he's a talent, and he's also a talent on defense as well.
Doubly and triply exciting tonight. For me, Tom, it's a brand new season. You mentioned just then all the great talent that's on the field. These two teams are intra-city rivals every year, of course, and it's also, because it's the pandemic season, we didn't even know this game was going to happen a couple of months ago. We're glad to be here. Unfortunately, can't have as many fans, but more fans will be watching on Nashua ETV tonight. We hope. That's
true. We're going to have it. Oh, we had an audience for soccer yesterday, didn't we?
We did.
So we're going to
make a mistake. We'll hear about it.
Exactly. So we'll have an audience tonight. Now,
hopefully, we'll keep them to a minimum.
North is Harris-Lopez isn't the only player they've got. They've got Jaden Espinal and other skill player. Anthony Green is someone you want to watch out.
You want to talk quarterbacks?
He looks that he's done a lot better. I'm talking about just skill position players. And Anthony Green is a running back.
Sure.
He's going to take some pressure off of Harris-Lopez. And again, up front, Max Ackerman, probably one of the best linemen in the state. This is his senior year. He really excelled as a junior. Came on late in his sophomore season. Really was good last year. Should be good again this year. Nashua South has all the pieces all around, but their line is inexperienced.
Inexperienced line.
Yeah, and so we're just going to have to see how that goes for them. And the thing that Scott and I talked about is, he wants to see the compete level. They won't have a problem with that. But don't forget, they haven't scrimmaged against other teams. They're playing against themselves all week long. So it's almost like the NFL. When they didn't have a preseason. So we'll see how that goes. But again, the football is going to be a little ragged, I think, to start.
Tonight's captain's meeting at midfield. Jason Roby is the public address announcer.
I'll be interested to see quarterbacks for South. I think it's, looking at the towel in his pocket, I think that's probably going to be Chris Keefe. Keefe can do other things. Mike Rudstein is another good player. He started the first half of last season before he got hurt, and then Keefe took over. So they've got a dual attack. I wouldn't be surprised to see them alternate, but I think it's going to be in the hands of Keefe for the most part.
Of course, the co-captain to Keefe's left is Jason Campo, and he's a football player, Tom. 6'2", 228, and he looks every bit of it out there.
Jason Campo is a load, and he's going to be the guy that they go to for the tough yards, and I think his younger brother Josh, who's a junior, is probably going to be, he's more of an outside runner. So it'll be in the speed guy. Campo, though, defensively, you do not want to get hit by Jason Campo. And I think he and Harris are great rivals. They're friends and they're rivals. and they're great. They kind of offset each other in a little bit of a way. Campo's going to be trying to tackle Curtis Harris Lopez, and Harris Lopez is probably going to try to do the same thing to Campo or his younger brother on defense.
Well, you're going to get to see the Curtis Harris with the ball, Jason Campo on defense duel early, Tom, because South won the toss and they deferred, so they will be playing defense to begin the game.
All right, John Collins, I will see you in a little bit.
Absolutely, Tom King. Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, bringing you these images here on Nashua TV. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson, sets all of this up. We thank the Nashua Athletic Administration for arranging for football. And it was a tough task to abide by all the rules and make sure that we got it going in the summertime with the practices and the testing that had to be done. All the fans that attended tonight's game had to stop at a table, answer questions, have their temperatures taken digitally. And here we are with the seniors being honored before the game, just in case. You never know in a pandemic season where anything bizarre will happen, that it'll be a one-game season. They honored the seniors before tonight's game, and it was nice to see, including the aforementioned Jason Campo and his parents and many more seniors who we will mention tonight. So it'll be Evan Wilson doing the kicking for South.
Number 2, Evan
He will tee it up at the 40-yard line, and back to receive for North is Curtis Harris Lopez.
For Nashua North is number 2, Curtis Harris Lopez.
The sole center fielder right here, and it's almost unavoidable for Wilson to kick it to him. If he wants to go down the middle of the field, Curtis Harris Lopez awaits. So 12 fresh minutes up on the board. 12-minute quarters here in high school football, and it is like a pooch kick, a fair catch call for at the 34-yard line.
Fair catch taken there by number 23.
Derek Finley knew just what he wanted to do with it, which is not take any chances. He called for a fair catch immediately, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans offense, their first possession of the season. All kinds of firsts here on Nashua TV's telecast of the South-North football game right out of the gate. I'm sure it's historical first. Here on a September 25 of 2020, we are our first play from scrimmage. And a direct snap to Curtis Harris Lopez. He finds a seam up the sideline, and he has a first down to midfield. A burst of speed, very characteristic of Curtis Harris Lopez, and maybe an indication of what is to come this season. He looks even faster and even stronger than he did last year or the season before. 1st and 10 for the Titans as they go Wildcat out of the gate. It is Curtis Harris Lopez running the offense for the Titans. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Harris is going to cut it up the middle. He has a gain of about 5 or 6.
Kept by number 2, Curtis Harris Lopez.
He carried it from the 47
On the play by number 56,
of
Matt Hardy.
the Titans to the 45 of South. So it is a gain of 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and short. 2 yards to go for the Titans. Again, the direct snap to Curtis Harris Lopez. This time he will hand it off. That is Jaden Espinal around the right end and out of bounds with a 1st down.
Carried by number 7, Jaden Espinal.
Titans looking impressive here early, strictly with the ground game, gaining all kinds of yards.
First down.
First handoff of the game. Some of the South defenders no doubt have to stay home in case Curtis Harris Lopez hangs on to it. He is such a threat. Too many players follow the ball carrier and get fooled. He could be all by himself on the opposite sideline. Man in motion. He'll follow 3 blocks. Lopez go around the corner, and the flag flies. It might have been a hand to the face, but it's all going to come back. Tackle made by Mike Retstein. You saw that valiant defender step up and sacrifice himself as the phalanx of blockers came. It's going to call it a hold. So it was more like a wrap around the head area of the defensive back coming up to stick his head in there, and he drew the flag. So a spot foul. Spot foul from about, I'd say it was about the, well, they'll put it back at the 47. So here's the snap. And rolling out, looking to pass, Curtis Harris Lopez hits the receiver Espinal at the 40-yard line. They need to get to the 25-yard line for the first down. They are now at the 39-yard line. So it is about 19 yards to go. We'll make that 14 yards for the first down. As we
down in about 13 for the Titans.
So back into the shotgun formation goes Curtis Harris Lopez. He threw his first pass of the game. He's 1 for 1. The fullback standing next to him is Anthony Green. He'll hand it off to no one. It's a keeper. Spinning around. He might have done well to hand that one off this time because the South defenders in the middle of the line were not fooled. And they tackled Curtis Harris Lopez after a short gain on the play. So it's 3rd and long, just over 10 yards to gain
11 for the Titans
for the first down. It is that part of the field where it's 2-down territory. They're probably not going to punt it from right here. 9.5 minutes to go. Curtis rolling to his left, looking to pass against his grain, and it's off the fingertips of the intended receiver. It was a good pass into the hands of Edward Brissetti, and Ed not able to hold on to it. A tough pass to make on the run as a right-handed quarterback rolling left, and it was right on the money from Curtis. Brissetti not able to hang on, so we go back to the drawing board here, and 4th and about 11 for the Titans. South would love to come up with a stop here and take their first offensive possession of the game in a scoreless tie. Straight drop. Curtis Harris looking left. Right. Lots of time to throw, and it is incomplete, intended for Espinal. I don't know if it would have been enough, probably would have been enough for a first down if he caught it in bounds, but he was clearly on the out-of-bound white stripe, and it is South ball as they take over on downs. They come up with the defensive stop. So a great job on defense by South, just as it looked North was churning down the field. It was a death blow, that holding call after all. It put Titans on their heels. It gave some momentum back to the defense, and they were able to stop the Titans on downs. First offensive possession of the night for the Panthers. And the handoff to the running back. He weaves his way through the line. That is number 26, Joshua Campo.
Carried on the play by number 26, Josh Campo.
It is a junior-senior brother combination. The Campo brothers, Jason the senior and Joshua, no little guy himself at 5'11" and 210 on that carry. Brother Jason listed at 6 feet 228. There's a shotgun snap, and it's right to the hands of Jason Campo, and he's going to make some tacklers pay.
Ball carried on the play by number 27, Jason Campo.
Ball spotted right near the line to gain. They're eyeballing it right now. Is that a first down? No. They're going to say inches short.
Bring up 3rd down and about
half a yard to go. 3rd down and a foot for the Panthers offense. First possession of the game for the purple team. The handoff is to the big guy, and there was a huge collision in the center of the line, and that was Joshua Campo,
carried by number 26, Joshua
who administered the lick and moved the chains. Not a lot of running room in there, but plenty for what he needed, which was just half a yard. Titans defenders willing to step up and take the hit, and didn't yield very much after contact, but it was enough for a first down for the Panthers. So they successfully get their first down on their first series. The handoff is to Joshua Campo off the left side. The Titans making it rough going for the Panther ball carriers.
Ball carried by number 27, Jason Campo, brought down on the play. For Chris Acevedo.
Going to give the tackling credit to Lucas Cunningham, the senior linebacker and defensive back. Halfback up the middle. Not a lot of tricky plays, or certainly no passing plays as yet. Just basic offense for South so far, and the Titans not fooled. It'll be third down and a chunk here. About 6 yards to go, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards to go. They're at the 47, and they need to get to the 42. 3rd and 5. Back to pass, rolling out, and Chris Keefe, incomplete. Joshua Campo, the intended receiver, and it is 4th down. Decision time for the Panthers at midfield. Let's see if Coach Knight wants to make the Titans earn this, and he is punting formation. Drew Fleury is a wide receiver, defensive back, and punter for the Panthers. Barring the fake, he'll punt it away, and it'll go out. Nice angled punt at the 12-yard line. So well done by Drew Fleury.
First and 10.
First and 10 for the Titans. It'll be their second possession of the night as they unveil their offensive scheme. In the first series of downs, and it featured their star running back Curtis Harris Lopez, the senior speedster, in the Wildcat quarterback position. He can pass or run, mostly a running quarterback. We'll see what they call on first down. He does have 2 receivers split to the left and 2 to the right. It is a quarterback keeper. Big opening for Curtis Harris Lopez, who's hit by a defensive back after a gain of 11 on the play. Ball was at the 12-yard line, and he takes it out to the
Nashua North. First down.
26 or 25-yard line, just about. Direct snap to Curtis Harris Lopez. He'll run again, and he's got another big chunk on the right side before he's tackled. It is one first down after another for Curtis, mostly going to his right on the ground. And we have a holding call indicated by the Panthers defense. This may be coming back. There may be a reason for that giant hole on the right side. It was a holding call that thwarted the initial drive of the game for the Titans. They were moving the ball down the field smartly with run after big run until a holding call brought back a first down and created a 1st and 20 that the Titans never recovered from. Now they need to get the ball to the 37-yard line. Ball is at the 25 or so, and they need to get to the 37. So it's about first and, well, the ball's at the 20, excuse me, and they need to get to the 36. So call it first and about 16. Titans are set. 5:56 left to go in the first quarter. This is a handoff to the end around, trying to turn the corner before he's tackled at the 25. So it's a gain of 5 for Isaac Smith. And the tackle made by Jason Campo, who is everywhere on defense. The senior linebacker brought down Isaac Smith hard on the play, but he did gain 5, so it's about 11 yards needed for the first down. Here it is, second down and 11. Curtis to his right, whistled before the play even develops. And what do we have? We have illegal procedure against the Titans. So they continue to get pushed back by penalties. Hard to get going on the ground when the flags are flying.
Down to about 17 for the Titans.
2nd and 17 now. No preseason games, and it may be evident here early as the players are making some mistakes. And we have a 0-0 score as a result so far, with just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Curtis Harris puts his head down, bowls his way for a couple. Not a big gain.
Brought down on the play by number 34, Connor Roselle.
Connor Roselle with the tackle for the Panthers.
Down in 13 for the Titans.
3rd and 13. So this is definitely where you punt if you get stopped. Key play forthcoming. Panthers want to gain possession once again. And Curtis Harris under siege, puts the brakes on, goes the back the other way. He's got some space. He goes up the sideline. Harris cuts it back inside. He's got a first down and many, many more yards. Curtis Harris scrambling for, oh, one of the officials hit the deck there. It was okay. But he must have run.
That play, good for a Nashua North first down.
He gained about 20-something yards there, but he actually ran about 50. Had the option to throw, but elected to run, and it turned out to be a successful decision. He hands it off up the middle, wrapped up and down at the 50 was Espinal. Tackle made in the middle by Matt Harding, a 5'8", 220-pound defensive lineman. Harding actually just sprinted off the field after doing a nice job on the preceding play. Short gain for the Titans, 2nd down and 8, just over the midfield stripe. Harris back in the shotgun formation. Quick strike to the right, might have been a lateral. Espinal bowls his way for a first down, and the team loves it. Far sideline, the Titans are hyped up. No flags on the play. The Titans have momentum as they run it at the Panthers. It was a running play in my book. As we looked across the field, it was sideways, perhaps a half a step backwards, so a lateral play and then a running play for Espinal. 1st and 10 for North. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Ball carrying quarterback, or would-be ball carrying quarterback, collided in the backfield, and that may have slowed Curtis Harris Lopez down a bit. He still gained a chunk, but not enough for a first down. It'll be 2nd and 4. Even on what looked like not a great play, 6 yards for Curtis. In the shotgun. Player in motion that gets the handoff is Isaac Smith. Smith around the corner, pushed out of bounds, but not before a huge gainer and another Titans first down. Jason Campo on the tackle.
First down.
The chain gang's getting their wind sprints in here as fast as the Titans are moving the chains play after play now, as they've got momentum in the offensive or in the Panthers zone of the field. And they're just 22 yards away from pay turf. Would be the first score of the season. I'll take it, Jason. Handoff to Espinal, looking for an opening. He cuts it up in the slot.
7 Espinal on the carry, brought down on the play by 27.
Jason Campo again on the tackle. He is everywhere. 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6 as South tries to solve this high-powered North running game. Curtis looking to the sideline for the next play, and he has it. Head coach of North, of course, Dante Lorendi. Head coach of South, Scott Knight. In motion, Isaac Smith. Curtis keeps it, goes right, around the corner, has a first down. He is inside the 10, and it'll be 1st and goal. Curtis Harris Lopez has the Titans offense churning in the opening quarter of the 2020 football season against intra-city rival South. Their opening drive of the night was thwarted by a holding call. They actually had 2 penalties in this possession, a holding call and an illegal procedure, but they have overcome both thanks to a mad scramble by Curtis Harris on 3rd and extra long, with an extra long run. Harris picking his way through the line. He's close to the goal line. One of the Titans players tried to influence the officials to call a touchdown, but clearly he was tackled short of the goal line in the middle. So it is goal to go from the 1. 2nd down for the Titans. Would be a surprise if Curtis Harris Lopez hands this off to anybody. He might just pull a Cam Newton right here. And he does. Up the middle. The first score of the season scored by who else? Curtis Harris Lopez, a 1-yard plunge, and it's 6-0. The Panthers lead the Titans here in quarter number 1 of the Battle of the Bridge football game at Stellos. Extra point in the offing by kicker Evan Wilson. Oh, excuse me. Lucas Cunningham is the kicker for North. And Lucas kicks it end over end, no good.
Cunningham's kick is up and it is no good. So with 53 seconds to play here in the first quarter, your score, 6.
So the score remains 6-0. Did that miss to the right? Yeah, it was an optical illusion that it seemed to be headed toward the middle at first. But end over end to the right, and it is a 6-0 game. The Titans on top for the moment. South struggled a bit with their offense in their 1 possession. We'll see what they can do on possession number 2. It's under a minute to play in the first quarter. 53 seconds to go, as you can see. Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, is up top this evening. It was a very pleasant day in Greater Nashua. Temperature grazing 80 degrees in the sunshine here on a September 25. It's Indian summer in full force, and it has been all week for the Battle of the Bridge field hockey and soccer games here at Stellos. And volleyball, of course, you can play that in just about any weather indoors, but it has been an exciting week here on Nashua TV. A lot of wins for North. South got a couple of field hockey victories thanks to a 7-goal week by Caitlin West.
North scoring 2 victories in volleyball over South. Some very exciting matches.
26, Josh Campo, and number 27.
Campo brothers are deep to receive this kick off of the foot of Lucas Cunningham. End over end, it'll be the senior, Jason Campo, and he takes it to about the 22. A lot of activity after the tackle, it looked like, but nothing illegal.
By a host of Titans.
So ball spotted at the 23. First and 10 for the Panthers. So they've got quite a distance to go, similar to what the Titans just did, thanks to their star running back and quarterback, Curtis Harris Lopez. That was quite the highlight. 3rd and long, he scrambled to the left, looked like he might have been sacked for a moment, eluded a double team sack crew and ran to the right and made all kinds of yards in a play that arguably nobody else here tonight could have made. And that is the difference in the game. 6-0. The Titans lead the Panthers with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Out of the huddle, Panthers offensive line. Quarterback Chris Keefe hands it off to Joshua Campo. He cut it back. Thought better of going right where the play was designed, and it turned out to be a pretty good decision. He got 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. It is the Campo combo, right? And who's got it? It is Jason Campo this time. And Liam Novak on the tackle, senior defensive lineman. Stopping Jason Campo just short of a 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and about a yard when we resume play in the second quarter at the end of 1. 6-0. The Titans lead it here at Stellos. So it was an exciting week on Nashua TV with the field hockey and volleyball and soccer matches that we were able to bring you, and welcome all the fans that are not allowed to attend the game tonight due to the COVID rules. I hope this is the most exciting thing on TV. And I say that as a Red Sox fan. Already in mourning for what a terrible season it was in so many ways for the Red Sox. They are playing their final weekend as we speak, and I have got to believe this is more exciting. So we'll go to the second quarter of play and see if the Panthers can convert here on 3rd down. It is 3rd and short, but they're in a part of the field where if you don't make it, you might have to punt, depending on how confident Scott Knight feels about his offense's ability to regain that yard after 3rd and short, if it becomes 4th and short. Quarterback Chris Keefe huddling up with his offensive unit. As we wait for our national commercials to play out, and we'll keep it right here. 2 wide receivers and a slot receiver to the right. A keeper. Keefe has the 1st down. He's going to be knocked down around the 40. Nearly got the ball stripped away, but he held on, and it is a 1st down.
Number 4, Chris Acevedo
Keith ended up facing the wrong way
First
as he
down.
was tackled. Not the most confident 1 or 2 yard run you'll see, but it is enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 35. Second possession of the game happening here in the second quarter. Keith back in the shotgun. Appears to be going to an audible whistle and a timeout taken by the Titans. Apparently they didn't like the matchup that they had for whatever that play call might have been. And both teams will huddle up. South head coach Dante Lorendi and assistants Chad Zabolis, Kyle Tabe. Is it Tave? Tabe. Zach Harris, Rob Russell, Tony Santorsa, Rick Leavenworth, Zach Honeywell, and Eric Fowler. Head trainer Aaron Dresser, managers Ron Branke and Ryan Haney. Athletic director Lisa Gingras is running things here tonight. 11:39 remaining in the first half. Another break in the action that followed closely on the break between the first and second quarters. So the offensive line back out there for the Panthers, and Chris Keith lines up behind them, calling signals. Low snap, grabs it, goes to his left, tries to find an opening, gets tackled from the front and behind after a very short gain. So it'll bring up 2nd down and long. Right in the middle of the pile again was Liam Novak, the senior defensive lineman. Actually right end, not allowing any kind of big gainer on that play. Keith barking out the signals, has 3 receivers split to the short side left. He'll hand it off to Joshua Campo, tries to turn the corner but nothing doing. Very short yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Well spotted at the 40. They need to get to the 45. So let's see if South can come up with a play here. They have not even really shown a hint of a passing game. This play would seem to cry out for some sort of a pass. The runs have yielded just a few yards each. The handoff is to no one. The keeper, Keith, is going to be downed at about the 48. Interesting decision here. I think South may punt it if the earlier decision is any indication. Not a fun prospect to see Curtis Harris Lopez with the ball in his hands again. And it looks like Coach Knight is going to let him go for it. The center just grabbed the football and came to the sideline, so it must have been an extra one. Oh, they're going to, this is the punting football. They've got one that the quarterback likes and one that the punter likes. So it'll be a punt here for Drew Fleury, number 4 for the Panthers. Punts it away, very short shank. Goes out of bounds at about the 46. That's generous spot where he's putting it right there. Let's see. Oh, that's more like it. Yeah, it was right at the 45, they'll say. The net gain on that punt was about 12 yards. Net gain. So trying to keep it away from Curtis Harris Lopez proves disastrous, as it is a shank punt out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Titans, their 3rd offensive possession of the night. They've had penalties both possessions. They overcame them because of a mad total of about 60-yard scramble by Curtis Harris Lopez. Turned it into a 3rd and long conversion. He is grabbed around the legs by number 34, Connor Roswell, the bottom, Rousel, the bottom of the pile,
17, Jaden Murphy.
got in there.
Number 26, Josh Pompo.
Good penetration by the Panthers, and yet Curtis Harris still got 4 yards. And he picks his way behind some blockers. He's very close to a first down. They're waiting for the indication the chain gang will move. 1st and 10. Good enough for another Titans first down.
Another Nashua first down.
Official timeout down on the field. Now he'll roll the clock again. 8:45, as you can see, remaining in the game. 8:40, it was 8:48, now it's rolling. Back in the shotgun, Curtis Harris Lopez looking to do more damage. He's got Isaac Smith in motion. He's going to keep it up the middle. Curtis Harris lowers the shoulder, pulls his way forward, ran into Joshua Campo, junior linebacker, dragged down Curtis Harris Lopez after a big chunk, though, again on first down, 5 yards. And Curtis Harris Lopez been getting at least 5 yards a carry to this point in the first half. That is a problem that the Panthers will need to solve at some point if they wish to win the game. Handoff to Isaac Smith up the middle. He's got a good opening, and he's very close to a first down. I think he has it.
Number 34, Anthony Green on the carry.
It is the first down.
Down by number 53, Jake O'Connor.
Tackle made by Jake O'Connor for the Panthers.
First down.
Methodical drives for the Titans. A lot of running plays featuring Curtis Harris Lopez. Contact usually happening beyond the line of scrimmage when he already has a full head of steam, and after contact getting 2 or 3 more, tough to stop. Handoff is to Jaden Espinal, swung around and thrown down. Jaden Espinal thrown down like a rag doll by Matt Harding, 220-pound defensive lineman. Like a grizzly bear and throw him down, but it was another good gain on first down for the Titans. Handoff, Isaac Smith's got a blocker, turning the corner. Smith gets down inside the 20 for another Titans first down as they spread the field this time. Isaac Smith had a tremendous sprint going when he received that handoff, and he had a lead blocker in Anthony Green, who was a formidable obstacle for the would-be tacklers as well. So another first down for the Titans, 1st and 10 at the 20, as they seek to double up on their 6-0 lead midway through this second quarter. Looking for an opening. Curtis Harris Lopez still on his feet as he churns down to the 10-yard line. Is that another first down, or is it just short?
Brought down on the play by number 4, Drew Fleury, and number 17, Jaden.
Yeah, they're going to spot the ball probably like a half a yard.
Second down, about a half a yard for the Titans.
So just a very short distance to get the first down, and then bonus yards. It'll set you up 1st and goal. Smith has it. Smith gets close to the 5 and inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Titans. So the Panthers defense really does not have an answer for this Titans running game right now.
Number 10, Aiden Purrington.
It is on the 5-yard line. It is goal to go. 5:46 remaining here in the first half. Yeah, first half that has really been all Nashua North and the Curtis Harris Lopez show. Handoff, Smith up the middle, belted. Actually, Anthony Green, the fullback, got it.
34, Anthony Green. Tackling the play once again, number 10, Aiden Purrington.
Aiden Purrington in on the tackle. I also once again saw number 34, Connor Rousel, right in the thick of it. Curtis Harris Lopez gets the ball to Green, pulls forward, and it is a touchdown, indicated by the official on the goal line on the far side. Anthony Green makes it a 12-0 Nashua North lead. 4:52 remaining in the first half. If you're a fan of the running game, this is your contest. They're going to go for two, try to make up for that missed extra point on the first score. So a 2-point conversion try for the Titans. Anthony Green is the fullback, standing just in front of Curtis Harris Lopez. He's hit in the backfield and down. Well, that's one way to answer the running attack, and maybe a promising 66 on the tackle for South. And unfortunately, we don't have one listed. It was the hit of the game, actually, on defense by the Panthers. We'll get you that number at halftime. Tremendous play. And if you can get into the backfield as fast as possible, there's not too much confusion about who is going to have the ball in his hands more than half the time. It's going to be Curtis Harris Lopez. So that is what South wants to do in the regular course of play. A lot more of hit the ball carrier in the backfield if they can. It is a 12-0 lead for the Titans. No extra points recorded. And that's where we are. And the question is, will South A, be able to stop the North running game, and B, be able to score themselves? As there have been no big plays on offense for the Panthers. Perhaps they can get one here on the run back off the kickoff. Lucas Cunningham will be kicking from his 40-yard line. 4:52, plenty of time, of course, for the Panthers to get down the field and cut this deficit in half. Cunningham to boot it away. End over end is going to come down at the 19-yard line, and it is Jason Campo tripped up by number 22, Ed Brassetti.
27, Jason Campo on the return. There, number 22, Ed Brassetti.
First and 10 for the Panthers at their own 34, make that 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Need to get down the field and take off the remaining minutes off the clock, if nothing else, to keep Curtis Harris Lopez from touching it again in this half would be the ideal way to go about it. But first, they've got to put together some plays here, a series of first downs. Question is, Tom, can the Panthers score, and can they stop the run game? Right now, they're not looking too good on offense.
That's the problem. They're a little light on offense. Get the ball in the hands of Josh Campo. I think that might change a little bit more.
Josh Campo, the junior running back, number 26, the younger of the two Campo brothers, who are both out there both ways. You see Jason, the senior, is the slot receiver right now, number 27. And Joshua's in the backfield. He gets the handoff up the middle. Stymied, though, after not a big gain, driven back. Part
of that, John, is North's strength up front. They're strong on both sides of the line.
Yep.
And, you know, both sides, offense and defense, and it shows.
And right now, North
Because-
has zero fear of the pass, Tom.
Yeah, they really, right. And Keefe is a good thrower. He's got a good
He
arm.
is.
Yeah, he's not bad. So,
You've got to keep him honest. You know?
yeah, exactly.
Can't just feature the fastball and nothing else. Now he's going to pass. Good job of picking up the blitzer, but he is in trouble. Leaves his way. He's got a first down. Good work by Chris Keefe, and now it's the South team's chance
See,
to cheer.
Keefe can do some things, John. He really can.
Just showed it.
Yep.
Had some gumption on that play, Tom. It looked like he might have been tackled for not much of a gain. He turned it into a first down.
7-yard gain, and now it's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Biggest play of the game so far in offense for the Panthers when they needed it most. Chris Keefe, well done. The senior quarterback, 5'10", 175 pounds, back in the shotgun. He's got the Campo brothers standing bookends to him. Handoff to Jason Campo, and he's hit and down in the backfield.
Yeah, Jason Campo, John, I don't think running him wide is a good idea. I think he's an in-between the tackles type of guy because of his size. He's a big kid, you know?
Max Wackerman.
Josh
hit him in
is
the
the guy.
backfield.
Josh is the guy I would expect to get that kind of a wide carry.
Max Ackerman with the big hit, and so 2nd and 13. Keith looked like he was going to throw. He's going to check down to Jason Campo. Joshua, excuse me, the
It's
younger
Josh
brother.
wide, and that's the way to do it.
That's
Keith
a
did a
good
good
game.
job. Yeah, Keith did a good job. Get Keith out in space, and he can do some things with the football.
So, hopeful drive here for the Panthers with just over 2 minutes to go. Time suddenly is becoming a factor as it continues to roll. And South content with 5 or 6 yard chunks. Maybe we'll run short on time at some point, but not right now. And tackled in the backfield for a loss. Sack made by Evan Soares.
Yeah, they kind of snuffed that out, John. They seemed
Certainly
to know
did.
what was coming.
Yep. The center looked a little banged up for the Panthers, but looked like he's going to tough it out. That's number 63.
And a smart timeout by North because
Joshua
now they have 148 left. Smart timeout by them to get the football and see if they can put up one more score before this half ends.
Well, yeah, it is 4th down and 4, so let's see if is he definitely going to punt, Tom?
Oh, I think it's a 41. You got to. I don't think you can go for it, John. It's 4th and 10. It's long yardage.
It is.
You know, and if you don't get it, you give Harris Lopez 41.
I will say this,
If
Tom.
you don't get it, you give Harris Lopez 41 yards to score.
When they punted before, the fake was available. The Titans special teams
that
bailed.
far side was open, wasn't
You saw it?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
But they punted way away from Harris out
Let's
of
see if
bounds.
they dare do it. No, he's going to punt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was lucky to get it off.
He was, and they were also. It wasn't the same formation. They were kind of ready
and
for
now
the
it's a tougher road for North.
Definitely, you're right.
Tougher road for North. I would just go
137.
Harris right, Harris left, and then see what happens. I wouldn't put the ball in the air.
What happened on that 2-point conversion? South was able to get in the backfield like they had never had before all night.
Well, I think South is very good. They've always been a very decent special teams type of team.
I mean, yeah, so maybe they can bring a little bit of that into the regular play here and stop. They need to hit the ball carriers in the backfield a little more, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's been 5 yards minimum.
It's tough when the quarterback gets the ball and he has a running start.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens here. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Curtis Harris,
no,
Lopez
he wants
looking to
throw
pass
it.
on the run, and it's incomplete.
I just don't think you want to do that. I think you want to run out the clock if you can, because you're down deep in your own territory. If this doesn't get if you don't get a first
you could
down,
have a full minute.
you got to give
more.
you got to give South the ball back.
It's like the equivalent of a timeout for the defense when you throw an incomplete pass. Double-edged sword. So we'll see what Titans call here. If they'll go to the Tom King Curtis Harris run plays only scheme.
Well, I mean, they know that it's what you're going to have. But look how South is spread out on the defensive line.
Yes.
You know, tempting you to go up the middle with it. Harris is going to throw again.
Down the sideline, he's going for Isaac Smith, and he's overthrown.
Yep.
Good coverage on the play.
Yeah, Smith never got a running start because of the coverage. Armin is a very good defensive back. He missed some time with a knee injury a couple of years ago. He's a very good defensive back.
Yeah. You've heard of Revis Island? That's the Armin quarantine.
You know, Revis is probably on an island somewhere right now with his retirement
He
money.
retired, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a great career.
I thought it could have been better.
Yeah, you know, you're right.
Yeah.
Of course, you're right.
Too much bouncing around and looking for the money. I thought he could have stayed with one team and done something.
Speaking of bouncing around, looking for an
Yeah,
opening.
he's got an opening right here. Can he get the first down? He dives.
He got it.
And he should, you know, it depends on where they spot the ball. And I don't know if he's going to get that spot. Let's see. It's close.
Really close.
Yeah, not a good spot. I thought that he dove the ball in
Three-dimensional space,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I thought so
I
too.
agree. He's kind of got the ball where his feet went out of bounds.
I don't think that's a great spot for Nashua
Yeah.
North.
You gonna throw the red flag on that, Tom?
Yeah, I would.
You
I
don't
would
have
definitely,
one, of
I
course,
would
in
definitely
high school
challenge
football.
that. But maybe
Yeah.
they're going to give him a first. I don't know.
No, the chains have not moved.
No, they haven't.
This is interesting right here.
Yeah.
1:19 to go. You got a shotgun snap. He went out of bounds a half-yard short of the marker, according to the official. It stopped the clock, and it's 4th and short.
You know what?
They got to think about punting it?
They're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
How about this?
You know what? You've got that line in front. If Curtis Harris Lopez can't get a half a yard, then there's something wrong.
2-point conversion.
But you're gambling here. Well, 2-point conversion is a lot more than half a yard. You start from the
Well,
three.
I'm saying he got tackled in the backfield on a 2-point conversion.
Right, but that's a different setup. See,
It's true.
I
It's
would
true.
bring him under center and
With
just
that-
sneak it.
What that last play there highlighted was that they should have ran him from first down, like you said.
No doubt about it. I mean, just keep running him because
Yeah.
South is fearing the pass, and you've got less people up in the box,
Yeah.
and you've got an opening right away, and he can get around anybody.
So, number 66 on defense, Tom, we do not have his name on the roster listed as 66. He was the one that jumped in the backfield and made the tackle right off the nose for South. Let's see if young man can get in there again and
Well,
blow
they
this
may
play
try
up.
a long count to try to jump him off, get him off sides.
Good point.
I think
Good
they have
point.
one more time to hit. No, they they have
Early
one more
season
timeout
hard
left.
count trick.
Oh, they're going to run it.
Roll
Oh,
right,
boy,
and
he's going to have
gonna
it.
make it.
Yeah, he's going to make it
Easily.
easily. Yep. Too much space.
Maybe not that easily, but he got 3 yards.
No, he got it easily.
Yeah, he did. And
The run wasn't easy, but he
No.
got to the yardage
Yes,
right away.
right.
Oh, and a flag.
What, a
It's going
flag
to be a
late?
penalty. Yep.
Is it unsportsmanlike?
Don't know. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
And they'll have. Oh, let's see.
Holding. Is that what he said?
Yeah, holding. Yep. So
Wow.
now they're going to have to punt it.
Now they'll have to punt it, and there's a full 1:12 left in the
Yeah,
quarter.
see, the passing game just shouldn't have happened. You know, you want to come out throwing in the second half, fine. But if you're trying to run the clock out and see if you can get some points, I wouldn't have thrown it.
So those play calls kind of defied the football gods
Yep.
for the Titans, and they may be about to pay. Let's see if South can convert, though.
It's all right. We can make fun of our buddy Chad Zabolis, who's up top calling the offensive plays. Chad knows I second guess him all the time.
On his own goal line is the Titans punter.
Good kick. That's a
Booming
very good kick.
punt.
Fair catch called for. Yes, it's a 43.
Yeah. I mean, for the high school level, Tom, from the goal line
It's a
to
great,
that point on the
it's a
field.
great kick. The only problem is you've given South the ball at midfield with 53 seconds left.
Right. Who's the punter, Jason? Who's the punter? Lucas Cunningham also punts?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Impressive. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. A lesser punter would have probably given South the ball in North territory. Instead, they have to go. 56 yards. if they want to score in under a minute now. 53 seconds left. Keefe, straight drop, looking left, right, gets sacked.
And there you go. That's it. Now I'll just have to run out the clock.
That's a
well, maybe not. You know, they might still throw it.
Probably just wanted to throw it at the feet of Jason Campo and get rid of it. But
second sack of Keefe.
They're just letting the clock roll, Tom.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah, and not trying to score here at this point.
Well, they don't have any timeouts left, John.
Oh, they don't have any timeouts.
Yeah.
All right.
So no timeouts. So they're going to put it up again.
Straight drop. Keefe checks down, incomplete. 14 seconds left to go.
Keefe's pass intended for number 26, Josh Campo, was incomplete.
3rd and 15 could be the last play of the half. Titans have one timeout left, I'm told. As we throw it to Mike Evans deep. The swing pass. It is Campo, Joshua Campo out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
8 seconds left.
Yeah, but there's laundry on the field, John.
Oh, there is. What do we have? Probably a hold, right?
No, it might be a bad hit. There was no one out there with him.
Yeah,
John,
we've had no personal fouls for a while.
You get a flag on the corner like that on a swing pass. It's probably going to be against the defense for a bad hit.
And the official on the right hand.
And of course I'm wrong as usual. Holding. You're right. Good call, John. I didn't think there was anybody out there to hold. You know? Keith, you got the glasses on. I know.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
You're cheating. You're looking at the,
Didn't.
monitor.
Straight drop.
Another sack, the third one.
Evan Soares does it again. He's got a couple of sacks at least in this first half. Number 53 for the Titans. Spent some time in the weight room this summer, that's for sure. And that is the end of the first half. A 12-0 lead for the Titans. And despite the fact that it's only 2 scores, it looks like a very tall mountain to climb for South at this point, Tom.
Sure does, John. But no, not really. No, I'm not going to say that. It's 12-0. It's only 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
You know, I mean, look, they connect on one pass or one break, one run. And what do you have? You got points.
Okay. Well, that's reason to stick around right there. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Back with our cameraman, Tim O'Neill. After this halftime break, if you're watching it on a Friday, September 25 of 2020, you're watching it live. So stay with us here from Stellos Stadium. Second half action coming up.
Before returning to play, kids, coaches, and parents can follow these tips to protect themselves and others from COVID-19. Stay home if you're sick or have been around others who are sick. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol before and after practices or games and before and after sharing equipment. Bring your own equipment, like gloves and bats, if possible. Don't share towels, clothing, or any items used to wipe your face or hands. Keep your belongings separated from others, like your gym bag and equipment, when not in use. Avoid physical contact, like high fives, handshakes, fist bumps, and hugs. Let's start the season with healthy practices. For more information on what you can do to keep players and coaches safe, go to cdc.gov/coronavirus.
Welcome back, everybody, to Stellos Stadium in Nashua. We are at halftime. Battle of the Bridge boys football here in the pandemic season of 2020. On a Friday night, September 25. It was an Indian summer day today. Getting a lot cooler tonight, but still very pleasant football conditions. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. It is a 12-0 lead for the Nashua High North Titans, led by Curtis Harris Lopez. A very impressive first half, probably as you expected, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it was impressive, John, but we've seen better.
Yep.
You know, I mean, they ball controlled it, and he's had a lot of carries. I haven't done the stats yet, but he hasn't broken one for, 50, 60 yards. We're waiting to see that, I think.
Yeah, the big play was the mad scramble on 3rd and long.
Right, that was it, and that got it. He got out in space. That's why. And South has done a good job of trying to contain him. The problem is, we're not looking at a ton of players out here. These are small rosters.
Numbers, yeah.
Small numbers. So you're playing a lot of kids both ways. And on offense, if you're South, you're getting tired chasing after this kid. And now you've got to go on offense and try to do something. So it's, that's a fact. I think that's a factor. And it could be a factor as we get into the second half here. John, fatigue could eventually set in.
Yeah.
If it was about 10 degrees warmer, I'd say it would definitely set in. But we're a little cooler now, so let's see how it goes. South deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half.
We have some scores from our home base tonight. Other games going on tonight. We have Salem over Alvern in the second quarter, 12-0. Merrimack Tomahawks have punched in another score and now lead Bishop Girton 14-7 with 4 minutes remaining in the half.
Yeah, and Girton had taken a 7-0 lead in that game on Josh Larson TD pass.
And in the game of the night, besides this one, Goffstown leads Bedford 14-7 in a battle of football powers.
Yeah, battle of powers, and a Bedford program that maybe a month ago wasn't going to play football. So, Goffstown very good this year. That ball is going to be picked up. It is going to be picked up. That's a dangerous pickup.
And it's picked up by Jason Compo.
But you've got to pick it up because
yes,
if you let it sit there, it's a live ball.
It's like a long onside kick.
Yeah, so what they needed to do is play that early. They needed to be on top of that. The deep man's got to make that play.
Another thing that COVID-19 has done, Tom, is blow the lid off the locker rooms. We got to peek in to the figurative locker rooms at halftime. This
I mean, it's a throwback to the days where you didn't have locker rooms and you're playing. A lot of schools still don't, The field may be far away and you don't want to go anywhere, and so your kids stay put. I know that's been the case at Pinkerton Academy, but in the past, I think they have locker rooms there now. But it's, you're going to have to make do outside, and that's what they did tonight.
You just saw big Jimmy Brown hustle into the game. Jim Brown, number 76 for the Panthers, is 6 feet and 230 on the offensive line, but he didn't get in there in time to beat the delay of game flag. So unfortunately, 5 valuable yards walked off against the Panthers offense.
You don't want that.
No. So they need to get to the 26.
And they're in a spread offense.
Was there a whistle before the play, or
somebody I don't know. I heard one. Didn't
playing
you?
around with
yeah.
One. Somebody's playing around with a whistle.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, so the incomplete pass prevents probable loss on the play, and will reset on. Let's see the down marker. Can I see the down marker? It's second down.
Yeah, I'll tell you, John.
15.
Second down and
need to get to the 25 or 26. And there's one of the Compo brothers. That's Jason, the older brother, to the right. Not much there. Once again, South getting stymied on their run plays. Credit Jack Peters with the tackle for North. There's a big boy in the middle of the line for the Titans, number 54.
Probably Max.
Yeah. He is taking up a lot of space in there. There's a pass to the Compos. It's incomplete. It's on the turf.
Yep.
great coverage by number 8, Devin Varsity.
Yeah, but also number 2, Curtis Harris-Lopez was there.
Yep.
He made the hit.
And 3 and out for the Panthers to begin things here in the second half. Trailing 12-0.
I think with South, with South, you're seeing the effect of no preseason, no scrimmaging, this is the first time they've.
So the question is, how do you not punt it to Curtis Harris-Lopez right now? They shanked one trying to go away from him last time.
You punt it towards the north bench,
there
that side. That's how you do
That's
it.
what you do. Although he goes out too short.
Out too short, yeah.
I mean, he could have rolled that forever if he kept it in bounds, but instead he angled it too short, and it's not going to be much net gain again.
No, and it's just a great situation for North. They took advantage of the first one and took it in for a touchdown. Let's see what they do with this.
Yeah, this is some soft toss batting practice for the Titans right here, as they got a short field. They have to go 40 yards to get possibly their 3rd score. Question is, can South come up with a stop to send a message here early in the second half? John Collins with Tom King. Our cameraman is Tim O'Neill. Alvern is on the board. So
tell you,
their first touchdown, 12-6 Salem.
That's a tough break for Alvern, having to be pushed up into Division I against their will, but they'll make the best of it. Tarek Roth will keep them going. Here's Harris-Lopez right away.
Wrapped up at about the 35, but true to form, he gains 5 on first down. Seems like a minimum of 5 yards every time Curtis Harris-Lopez touches the ball. He's also been handing off to his fullback. You see there on your screen, number 34, Anthony Green. And Jaden Espinal and Isaac Smith have been getting touches as well. Smith is lined up slot to the right. He's been doing some end arounds tonight. He's in motion. And Smith gets it, and he tries to cut it up the middle, and he's driven back. Nice tackle made in the middle of the line by a host of purple jerseys.
I think there's some relief sometimes. They see Harris-Lopez not have the ball, and they're able to say, oh, good, we can get this guy. Smith's a good athlete. He skipped football for a year and came back this year.
So Anthony Green hasn't touched it yet this half. He may get the short yardage carry here, number 34. Nope, they're going to hand it off to Espinal, and around from left to right. He's got the first down as he spins his way inside the 25.
Jaden Espinal can do a lot on the wide side. He's your scat back. He's your slot back. He's your multi-purpose player on offense. He can do an awful lot. He can catch the ball. He can do things. And you know what? He can also play quarterback. We saw him do that last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got that scat back speed, and he's tough to locate in traffic sometimes.
Going to gain of 9 on that play. 1st and 10 at the 23. Thanks again indirectly to the threat of Harris-Lopez deep on a punt, forcing South to kick it away from him, and they kick it to the sidelines.
So near hash, Curtis calling signals. He'll hand it off to Espinal up the middle. He's grabbed around the shoulders and brought down, but not till after a healthy gain on first down once again.
Yeah, he sure did. He got about 8 yards, 7 yards, all the way down to about the 16-yard line.
This offensive line for North has been fantastic tonight, opening up all kinds of options for the ball carriers. Handoff. Espinal will do that play again.
And you know what? This is what the offensive line loves. They don't have to step back and then step forward with Harris faking the runs and things like that. They get to plow straight ahead.
And they are winning the battle of the trenches clearly right now.
Is that Espinal again on that carry?
It was.
Yeah, and you know, that's just it. You got a lot of talent back there. You've got multiple carriers in Espinal, Green, Smith, and of course that makes Harris-Lopez that much more dangerous.
That is true. We have scoring update, I believe. Bedford 14, Goffstown 14 in the second quarter now. That is a game. Salem 12, Elburn 6. And the Tomahawks at last report 14-7 over BG late in the first half.
So you got a 1st and goal, and it doesn't look as though it's outside the 10. Looks like that ball is touching the line.
The full 10.
So you got to get the full 10 for a touchdown.
Yep. 8:43 to go. We have a break in the action. There will be more Battle of the Bridge right here at Stellos tomorrow. Girls and boys soccer. Tom will be covering a football game tomorrow.
Yeah, I won't
believe.
be here for the soccer tomorrow, so that's going to be a little disappointing. I'd like to see the rematch of those two teams.
Right.
So,
yes, some exciting players in the girls and boys ranks in soccer this year. We look forward to doing more games.
I think in 2 weeks we've got, not this week, but the week after, we got BG and North.
BG and North.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one to do.
BG very, very strong again. Girls soccer played Merrimack in 2 games and outscored them by a combined 8-1.
Wow. Goal to go from the 10 for the Titans. Curtis hands it off. Anthony Green up the middle, pulls his way inside the 5, and he has a touchdown.
Green's
the indication. Anthony Green with his 2nd touchdown of the night. It is an 18-0 North lead.
So now let's see what they do. If I'm them, I kick the ball.
Yeah,
you know, I want
some practice on that
yeah,
anyway.
exactly. You need to work out Lucas Cunningham on this. I mean, look, he won we did a game with him last year. Remember, he kicked the game-winning field goal.
Yes, he did.
You know, and he's got that talent. So
Dramatic finish that night.
And I was right underneath that crossbar, and it just tailed off, just wide. Missed the bar by inches.
Yeah, because it was an optical illusion up here.
Yeah, it looked good, didn't it? I know.
It did, until the last 2
And that's
feet.
not going to be good either, I don't think, is it? No,
Directly up in the air. No,
I think it got, I don't know, did that go right up in the air? Did
it
somebody?
went up in the air, and it was short of the crossbar. So it's an 18-0 lead.
You know what Lucas Cunningham needs? He needs Jason Roby to go back and work with him. That's what he needs. He needs Roby because Roby worked with him. Roby worked with him the week that he kicked that game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
I'll see you at practice on Monday.
So we have the basketball free throw guru over here, and we have the guru of kicking field goals over here. Am I right?
Yes, that's it.
Impressive. Yeah. You kick yourself, Jason? Do you kick? You don't dabble? He reads a lot. He seeks knowledge. He has knowledge about kicking, though, obviously.
No, I mean, he worked with Cunningham that whole week, and look at what happened. It came down to a game-winning kick, and the kid made it. And Cunningham knows. I mean, he stood there and just shook his head after he pooched that extra point. He knows, and they'll get him working again, I'm sure.
Coming off his foot, they reminded me of Jack Dempsey, the old half-foot amputee from the war days.
Tom Dempsey.
Tom Dempsey, thank you, Tom. So he used to kick straight on like that, end over end, but the difference was he had a lot of distance. Straight ahead.
At one point, he held the record, 63 yards.
63 yards.
I think it's been tied or broken.
Lucas kicks it away. Fielded in the air this time by Jason Campo, and he takes it down the middle of the field to about the 28. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Number 27, Ethan Preston Teixeira for the Titans.
8.5 minutes left to go. 3rd quarter, still a lot of football to be played.
29 yards.
First things first, South needs some points before we start talking about a comeback all the way. In the shotgun.
They're going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And he's got some room right here.
Near sideline.
Too much. Too much room.
Intended for Mike Rutstein.
Yeah, Rutstein, the other quarterback. They both can do a lot of things. I mean, you see that a lot now in high school football. You see quarterbacks that can play other positions on offense. BG tonight's got Josh Larson. I guarantee you, Dylan Santa Suazo is probably playing another position on offense for them tonight. He was their quarterback all the way through the second half of last year.
2nd and 10. Rolling out. Keefe hits his receiver in the hands and he drops it. It was a forward pass, I believe. So number 21 for the Panthers is Tyler Armin. He was open in the slot and he took his eye off the ball as he went to run with it before he had it, and classic mistake. It would have been his first reception of the night. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers at the 29-yard line. It is not the formula they want to go 3 and out for the first 2 offensive possessions of the second half. Keefe has a man in motion. That is Jaden Murphy. Down the middle. Ball gets loose after, but he's down by contact. Tyler Armin with the reception. A nice strike right over the middle of the field. Chris Keefe to Tyler Armin. So he goes right back to his fellow senior. Gives him a second chance.
You never guess it was a small crowd here, would you?
No, making some good noise.
Yeah, no kidding.
They just need something to cheer about, as they got right there. The South fans looking to cheer their team on down the field. Refusing to go down was Joshua Campo, but not much. Not bad, I guess. Forward progress gets him 3. So call it 2nd and 7. Ball right at midfield. Definitely hear the players and the coaching staffs releasing their support and advice from the sideline. Keefe holds it, rolls, looking to pass. Too hard maybe off the hands.
Yeah, now see, if I'm Nashua North, there's too much space being given to players.
Yeah.
So Keefe rolls out, there is no one near him.
Right.
You know, and you can't have that if you're North. You've got to be able to shadow the quarterback. Keefe could have held that ball and run it, and I think he would have gotten a first down and maybe more. It looked that way to me. So
just got a photo from Pete Johnson. Bishop Girton is showing their football game on the gym wall outside their building, drive-in movie style.
Wow, that is great.
It's really
John,
cool.
Text me that photo.
I'm sending it to you. I'm sure Pete will too. Right now. Brought down after a gain on the play on 4th down. Or it is 4th down?
It's 4th down now.
Okay. I imagine they're going to go for this.
Yeah, Keefe runs and gets down to the 47.
Critical time of the game for South. If they can convert here, that might give them the momentum they need to get out and score.
Fourth and about 4 from the 47-yard line.
The rollouts and check down plays have been there, but they look like they're going to punt it. They are going to punt it, ostensibly.
Yeah, I see it. Nope,
Yep.
they are.
Oh,
very surprised at
just
that.
got it away.
Yep, Curtis Harris Lopez.
Let's see how the bounce goes. It's a good one for
yeah,
South.
Just like the punt earlier at the end of the first half.
Yeah. Down it at the 13.
Yep.
1st and 10. Flag down. Ooh, what would this be?
Well, let's see. Where is the laundry? Down on the far side?
Don't see it. Oh, there it is on the far side. You're right.
Okay, that looks like it should be against Nashua South. And they're going to redo it. Yeah, legal procedure.
Oh.
Yep, legal formation.
They might not have covered up the tackle of the gunner on the far side.
Could have been.
So that'll push him back, and they had a successful punt there. The ball was downed on the 13. They're going to try to repeat that success now.
And I think if you're Curtis Harris Lopez and you see that ball in the air and you think you can get to it, get to it. I was surprised he let that ball bounce. I really was. I thought he could have maybe run up and made a play on it. You've got to be like an outfielder as a punt returner. You know?
Timeout taken by South.
And that's a tough timeout to take when you're 6:19 in the third quarter and you're down 18 points.
Yeah. What street was it on, Jason? Huh? Yeah. So 4th down, punting situation for South. Suddenly we have a timeout and we're talking strategy. What's that about? They were missing a guy? Oh, they just had a, they had a.
Yeah, they had one guy less, so they've got to work on that. But also, again, those are the things that happen when you don't have much time to prepare. And you have no scrimmaging and all. Those are all the things you work out.
So what you do is you have 10, and then one guy steps on the field at the last second, and he goes out for a pass, and nobody covers him.
Right. So we'll see another punt. Let's see what they do here.
Just gets it away over the outstretched hands of Lucas Cunningham.
Yeah, I guess he can't feel that because the defense is down there already, and he'll get popped as soon as he does. So I can understand that. I thought the last time there wasn't anybody near him, but that ball bounces. It's a good kick. It's not a shank and it's not a return, so it's a good situation for South. But still, North has the ball at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, so it ends up being a 19-yard difference in field position.
Yeah, that's a big difference
for the Titans.
Yep.
By virtue of making them re-kick. Curtis Harris Lopez with a nice rest there with the timeout and all. Hands it off the middle, and the good stuff this time by the Panthers defense in the middle. Short gain on 1st down for a change. And unfortunately, we see a player slow to get up.
Yep. For South.
Is that Rutstein? It is.
Is it 16? I
did
not
18,
bring
I did
not bring the binoculars, so.
I was told it was 18.
18?
That could be Mike Rutstein, and I'm seeing the sort of things that the movements you see
with a knee,
with a cramp.
Oh, with a cramp.
I'm
oh,
hoping
okay.
It's a calf cramp.
Yep. Yep, it is.
Oh, good.
Yep, it is. Good.
Yeah. Temporary condition of early season play very often.
Yeah, very often.
So it's already bouncing around.
I think
has to sit on play.
Look at him do it. I think I've cramped a couple of times going from the couch to the fridge. So.
Yeah.
No reaction, John?
He's I was trying to think of that Irish dance troupe.
Don't think, John. It's not. You don't do it very well.
What's the Irish dance troupe where you kick river dance? Yeah, he's doing his river dance audition as he came off the field. Sorry, Tom, I got lost.
I got cramped up doing the river dance in my living room the other night too.
Oh boy.
Got to stay in shape. Got to do my cardio. I got enough cardio in tonight.
What's your favorite chair? You got a recliner? Nobody's ever seen the inside of the Tom Powell.
No, they haven't, and don't think that you ever will either.
Inside your lair.
I couldn't resist.
Oh boy, that's an evil laugh.
I know.
Isaac Smith trying to find the corner, and he gets hit hard.
That's Smith or
good hit on the corner by.
Is that 2-4 or 3-4?
Number 5?
That's 2-4.
Number 9, Lorenzo Abreu. 5'5" on 150, and he was able to bring him right down. So good battle there on the corner, and that sets up 3rd and 4.
Third.
Not of a down distance that Titans have faced much tonight.
No. But you know what? What haven't we seen in the last, since the early part of the quarter?
A pass?
No, we haven't seen Curtis Harris Lopez carry the ball.
Oh, that's true.
He's handed it off about 7 straight times.
He's being all generous.
And he's handed it off an 8th straight time.
And he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down.
Yep, exactly. But you know what?
Over the 40
if I'm North, I might go for this.
You might go for it?
Yeah, I might.
All right. Even with an 18-0 lead and shutout defense. So we'll see if the Panthers can answer this challenge. They are indeed going for it on 4th and 2. in the later stages of the third quarter.
Yeah, 4th and 2. I thought it was a little closer than that, but I guess they're going to try. And
flag.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Delay a game
yeah,
on
maybe.
the offense, obviously.
Yep, so that means you punt it. That takes the guesswork out of it.
It would seem so. Especially the way that Lucas Cunningham can punt the football. So here comes the punting team. And back to receive the punt for the Panthers will be Jaden Murphy, senior. So Cunningham was able to fly the ball 50 yards in the air last time. Which means he could kick it over the return man's head.
Yeah, he probably should try to punt the extra points.
That was a tough over-the-shoulder catch by Murphy, but he did a good
That was
job.
a good catch by Murphy.
And once again, Cunningham hits it 50 yards in the air with some good hang time on it. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their 30 as they continue to seek their first points of the season. Tom King has covered this team, Nashua High School, from the beginning of his career, and Nashua the split since the beginning of the split. Never seen the rivalry game this early in the season, right, Tom? They've never played the first game of the season.
No, but I mean, this is about the time when they would do it. Maybe within a week.
That's right.
Within a week or so. Within a week or so.
If the season started normally.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
Right.
4th or 5th game of the season usually.
And we welcome all the fans who are watching at home because they have to. It's because of the new rules. Rollout and hit and dropped at the 20-yard line. And number 8. Devin Brassetti with another big defensive play for the senior linebacker.
Yeah, Brassetti is really good.
That is not only good physical play, but great awareness, football IQ there for Devin Brassetti.
And a loss of 9.
Big loss, blows it up, and just as bad at worse than a penalty because it's like a loss of down and yardage for the Panthers. So 2nd and 19 from the near hash mark. Chris Keefe hands it off. Jason Campo. What have we not had in this game, Tom, in the statistical category?
In the statistical category?
Yeah.
We haven't had a turnover.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Turnover-free first game of the season. Plenty of
well,
penalties.
you just jinxed that. So, you strike again, John. I can always count on it.
Really? You think on this play?
Oh, yeah.
Dropping back. Rolling out, Chris Keefe. Throws it. Incomplete. And a big stick on the other end of that. The defensive back crawling out of bounds as a way of celebration. Is he all right? Oh, maybe he's not. I'm sorry. I thought it was... he was kind of like joking around.
I don't think
joking around. He's down. The player that made the stick for the Titans.
Oh, down over on the far side of the field.
Yeah, the guy who made the tackle.
Yeah, no one knows it because it's way on the sidelines by the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he got all the way out there and no timeout taken.
Pooch kick and another punt that's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yep, to try to get away from Harris. Boy.
That's brutal. That is at the 42, and another great field position.
As you watch,
hopefully that's just another.
Yeah, it looks like a massage going on there with the legs, doesn't it?
Actually,
yeah. I mean, I don't have the binoculars again to look up.
I mean, when those things hit, they look really painful. It's almost like
I
they
tell
got
you,
tased,
they can be really painful. Yep.
Yeah, but the great news about a cramp is it's temporary.
Clock,
2:16 to go.
Yeah,
third
clock
quarter.
stops on the change of possession. They'll wind it in a second.
South shifting positions in the middle. BG coming back in that Merrimack game. It's tied at 14 in the third. Anthony Green gets hit.
And there's a lot of passing in that game.
Unlike this one. A lot of passing in the Merrimack BG game, Tom says.
Green down about, what did he get? About 5 yards to 37, yeah. Steady
Second down and 5.
Again, when you have the size that they have up front, take a look at that size differential.
That is some serious beef.
That is some real beef that North has.
Yeah.
And I always say, you give me a good offensive line, I'll give you a good football team.
Running left, number 41 is Brian Mwangi. Mwangi has sideline, and he gets inside the 20.
That's his first carry of the night. And, he got the ball a few times last year. He was pretty good.
Mwangi just earned himself another carry, I think, Tom.
Yeah, I think so, too. They are definitely staying away from Harris Lopez so they don't burn him out. They're at the 17-yard line, a 20-yard gain.
So 1st and 10 for the Titans. They're leading 18-0. A couple of extra points and a 2-point conversion try all came up short, and 3 touchdowns. The difference in the game. They're looking for a 4th. Anthony Green cuts it to the outside, trying to get to the sideline.
Nope, nice tackle. Great job by South. I think that's Jason. Yeah, Jason Campo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Campo.
That's a great job by Campo. He has the lateral quickness to make those kind of moves.
Yeah.
And stay with a back that's going to do that. Jason Campo is an excellent defensive player who will make a college coach very happy wherever he decides to go.
Yes, his defensive office is 53 yards wide, sideline to sideline.
Yep.
And Anthony Green.
And no gain on that play.
Ran into Jason. So no gain, handoff.
Lopez.
Nobody. Keeper.
Harris
Lopez. Not much there, just inside the 20. They need to get to what, the 6?
They need to get to the 7.
7. And they are at the 15.
We might
opportunity here.
We might see the ball go in the air here. I mean, you're not.
You might.
It's a safe area to pass. They're gonna, and that'll do it. Boy, what a quick quarter that was.
Very fast.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're going to be done before the other teams are in the 4th quarter and the other games.
Well, this game started at 6. Well, that's right. The game in BG started in Merrimack started at 6:30 as well. So.
80-yard kick return for Bishop Girton to start the 3rd quarter. That's how they tied it up, 14 all. An 80-yard kickoff.
Brendan Callahan, I wonder.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know, I mean, they're looking for the next. They're looking for the next Joey Lupo.
Yes.
And I thought he mentioned to me that Callahan might be the guy that can do that for them.
Rivalry game in Apple Orchard territory. Londonderry 16, Pinkerton 14.
That's a great battle right there. Those are 2 good teams. Yeah.
Yep.
2 good teams, 2 rivals. Great way to start the high school football year. And again, you don't know how many games you're going to be able to play. You know, because, I mean, you look at the Bishop Girton field hockey team. They can't start their season until early October because of an outbreak. So, I mean, you just don't know.
So we go to the 4th quarter, 18-0, Titans lead.
Anything happens to me, John, you're going to have to do my job.
Oh, no. Nobody else can do your job, Tom. You are indispensable.
Want to say that a few more times and maybe maybe do it on a recording and send it to Wheeling, West Virginia, maybe, where the corporate owners of the Telegraph are?
I think they know that. They better know that.
So here we go. 3rd and 8 at the 15 to start.
Shotgun. Curtis Harris Lopez in control.
Oh, not a lot of room. I don't think that's not the right decision right there. He should have gone. You always go where the real estate is, and the real estate tells you that the good property is on the left-hand side. You got more room there. More curb appeal that way.
He draws a crowd, and at one point, I glanced to the left. He seemed to have 2 receivers and only 1 defensive back in the end zone.
Now you got 4th down, and you lost a yard on that.
Yeah.
So
it's
4th and 9 from the 16.
It's not an easy task here.
No.
See what Panthers can come up with.
You know what I would do is I would look for. I mean, you got Cunningham. I think if he's out there, is Cunningham at the top of the screen?
Yes, he is.
And there's a legal
flag down.
legal formation with somebody.
And this 4th down attempt just became more difficult.
Yeah, this became a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it,
We're in
right?
double digits
Right.
for yards now. 14
Right.
yards it's going to be. They're at 4th and 14. And there's no, of course, really, you have to go for it because.
Well, it's a 38-yard field goal if you don't.
Actually,
So
yeah, it's
you're
a
not
bomb.
gonna punt it. So you're gonna try to throw it in the
There
flat
you go.
to see if you get Espinal in the flat.
You said Hail Mary jokingly, but that might be what it is. They might be sending everybody in the end zone and throwing it up for grabs. Down the right side,
Cunningham.
battle, and a flag. It's going to be pass interference,
Yep.
and against the Panthers,
Was that
Cunningham
Cunningham as the target? I'm not
Yep.
sure. Yeah, I thought so. Yep. Pass interference. Now remember, John, pass interference is a 15-yard penalty, not the ball at the 1-yard line.
But it is
Okay.
automatic first down, right?
I'm not sure it is in high school football.
Oh. Well, if 15 would be 1 yard more than they
Well,
need.
don't forget you get inside, you just half the distance after a certain point. So let's see if they can get the full.
defensive pass interference.
Let's see if they get the full yard. What kind of yardage they get.
Coach Roby thought that could have went the other way. Offensive pass interference. Gets
So it's
taller
down
player.
at the 11, and you see it's still 4th down.
But, you know, the Cardinal sin there, of course, is the defensive back not looking around and
Right.
contact's made and he looks guilty.
So now it's 4th and 4 at the 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it says 1st and 10 on the. It is 4th down.
You look at the yard
You're
mark.
right, 4th and 4.
Look at the markers. That'll tell you right below us.
Here we go. And
Harris
sweep
Lopez.
to the left. Curtis Harris Lopez is
He's
going to
got
cut
the
up
first
and
down.
into the
He's got
end
a
zone for a
touchdown.
touchdown. Anthony Green with the lead block. No, it was Isaac Smith. Isaac Smith with the lead block made it easy for Curtis Harris Lopez to go in untouched. It is a 24-0 lead. And the key block by number 24 to give them their 24 points.
All right, let's see the boot again. Let's see if our kicker can.
Yeah, here comes Lucas Cunningham.
Yeah, he's out. I'm glad to see they are bringing him out. Let him keep kicking.
Yep.
You know, he needs to practice. Needs to practice, obviously. Because don't forget, John, he may have a certain amount of time where he gets to kick in practice, but he's not kicking the whole time. You know, I watch Patriot practices where their kickers are on the other field. They're side by side. They're parallel. And they'll be kicking for a while. And then they go out for whatever drills there are and everything else when there's team drills. But they get to kick for an hour and a half. Lucas Cunningham has other jobs, you know, so he can't kick for all that long. So that's something to keep in mind, especially when you've only had, a little over 2 weeks to practice. Started on the 8th, we're on the 25th, so it's 17 days.
Cunningham's kick is
Blocked.
wide to the left. Oh, was it deflected?
It looked like it might have been, I don't know.
It was certainly
Boy.
way off line to the left.
Yeah.
Line drive. So 24-0 is the score.
Roby is definitely going to practice on Monday. Oh,
He's
I
feeling
think
up,
so.
says
Yeah,
Jason
definitely.
Roby.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
I got to talk to
that's
Dante.
price gouging in a crisis.
I have
isn't
to
it?
talk to Lorendi after the game. I can, be your agent on this and negotiate if you want me
Tom
to.
wants to be your agent.
I get a cut.
Listen,
I mean,
you have enough to do, Tom.
I do have to talk to Dante after the game.
Okay.
So,
If we can get Tim O'Neill to zero in on the sideline, number 66 is Aiden Smith. We had said that we couldn't find his number on the roster
yeah,
earlier.
good reason for that,
Good
right?
reason for that. The Smith family lost everything in a fire. And recently, it was the last week, there is a fundraiser on GoFundMe right now for the Smith family. It's being run by Jennifer Benoit. The initial goal of $1,000 has been surpassed. And that's thanks to the generous people of Nashua who have pitched in to help the Smith family.
Fabulous.
One of the things that was lost in the fire was a purple jersey.
Not a purple
Number
jersey.
66.
Not a purple jersey. Is it?
Yeah, it's
Was
a
it?
South player.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know if it was purple, but it was a Panther uniform.
Panther
number
uniform.
67. So he's wearing 66.
Oh, okay. It had to be a purple jersey then. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking it might have been a road jersey.
Right.
Yep.
And that's why was probably both the road and the home, right?
Yep.
67. So he's wearing 66 tonight, is Aiden Smith. And apparently there's a new baby in the family, baby Scarlett. So credit to Joan Benoit. It's on GoFundMe, and it's called the Smith Family Fundraiser. So check it out if you can. And congratulations to everybody that contributed to that worthy cause and helped out fellow Nashuan in need. Aiden Smith, member of the 2020 Purple Panther football team, soldiering on in his alternate unit tonight. He's made some nice defensive plays too. He called his number earlier. So back in the hunt for points for the Panthers. It is Joshua Campo, who is stopped by Spencer Whiting, senior linebacker. Seniors galore in this game tonight on both sides. We have a flag on the field, and what yardage the Panthers gained. Personal foul, late hit after the tackle, so after the runner was down, it's going to be the first personal foul of the game. It's going to go against North. So they will mark it off as a first down, an extra 15 yards. Ball's at the 39-yard line now. 11-17 remains in the game. Question is, will South be able to score? Or is North's defense going to pitch a shutout? A gang tackle of Jason Campo as he tries to go off left end, and there's nothing there. Campo certainly a bruising runner, but when you're hit by three guys at once, even your biggest backs aren't going to be able to surmount that. Chris Keefe calling signals. Empty backfield, swings it out. This is Joshua Campo. He is past the 45-yard line. Good gain on first down, or second down, excuse me. Third and about a long two for South. Probably two down territory here as they're looking to hang on to this ball and be down the field and get on the scoreboard for the first time in the game on the season. Busted play. Keith's going to scramble left, and he's going to get dropped for a loss.
Yeah, that's a tough play. Busted play, bad snap, and that hurts.
4th and 5, and South is going to go for it. Keith comes to the sideline, though. Maybe not. No, they're going to punt.
Yep.
The quarterback comes off. The punter goes on. And South taking it on the chin tonight. They have got to use this as a learning moment because they're just running into a wall offensively. Ball bounces out of bounds. 31-yard line of the Titans. North back on offense. John Collins along with Tom King. Oh, here's the update. I said that one of those scores for BG in the 14-14 game with Merrimack was an 80-yard kick return. However, the 80-yard run did not result in a score.
Touchdown? Okay.
BG scored on the next play.
How many times do you see an 80-yard run
that doesn't go in?
That doesn't go in.
It was short of the goal line, apparently.
All right, North
at
will
least-
take over. 9:11 left. Let's see how much time they can run off the clock.
Time, get it.
A different player receives the direct snap this time. Run up the middle by Mwangi. So this is Derek Finlay acting as Curtis Harris Lopez right
So
now.
Harris Lopez out of the game, and
Yeah.
that's probably a smart thing.
Right. No need to get some wear and tear with 8 minutes to go in a 4-score game.
Right.
Finlay hands it off. Mwangi up the middle. Bounces off one tackler, then stumbles. Very close to a first down, but short of it. And it'll bring up third down and maybe about 2.
Clock ticking down. Close to 8 minutes left in the football game.
Handoff. Jordan Raisinin and Dino. Did he get it? Yes, he did. First down for the Titans.
What number was that?
It was number 21 for
21.
North.
All right. They have a lot of people who are going to be carrying the football.
Jordan with the DYN. So the ball is at the 42 or 43, first and 10 for the Titans. A run-dominated first game of the season.
That's what we like to see.
Says the sports writer.
Yeah, exactly.
A drop.
Dropped it. Almost had your turnover, John.
Almost did. Apparently, it was covered immediately by the ball carrier himself, I think. Jordan Raisin and Dino catches the bouncing ball, so no turnover. So they fumble without the turnover. And it'll bring up 2nd and 9. Even on the fumble, the Titans get a positive yard. Finlay, direct snap, hands it off. Brian Mwangi trying to turn the corner with blocks. He's got the first down. As he goes out of bounds.
Oh, what a hit.
Is,
Oh, my goodness.
I think the only reason they didn't call a late hit is because it was mutual.
Boy, wow.
He put his head down, and it was clearly
Put his head down, but I saw his head snap.
You did. It was head-to-head contact, Tom.
Well,
A step out of bounds.
Mwangi's one tough customer if he can handle
is,
that.
you know.
Good grief.
I don't think he cared that he
My
was out
God.
of bounds. He didn't care that he was out of
My
bounds.
goodness.
He was hunting contact, and he got it.
A 15-yard gain, and he gets a first down, and he's, good
Yeah.
Lord, it paid the price. But doesn't even know it.
No.
That'll be on again.
Handoff. Mwangi's going to get it again. He's going right this time, looking for an opening, and he is brought down at the 40. Short gain of, he ran about 25, but he gained 2. One, 2, 3, maybe 3. 2nd and 7. .6:24 to go in regulation. I'm just trying to tease Tom. He might have overtime, but he wouldn't even.
No, not biting on that.
He's not biting.
No,
on
not
that.
biting on that.
Scoreboard update: Goffstown 20, Bedford 14 in the 3rd. Hopefully everybody doesn't turn the dial to that game, Tom.
Can they?
No.
They can go online.
I mean, maybe you can. I
They
don't
can
know.
go
what-
on.
I don't know.
These days, you can go online.
Yeah, I wanted you to stay here and see if the Panthers score now. There's 5 minutes left.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know. Central 14, Memorial 7 in the 3rd as we get a score from Manchester. Central with an edge in the second half. Finlay on the keeper, and he needed to get to the 31 for a first down. He ends up
I'm far short of that. Did not make it. I'm saying he's probably down about the 34.
4th and 2.
Yeah.
Trinity 16, Concord nothing at the half. I thought Concord was not going to play ball this fall.
That changed. What
That
happens?
changed.
What happens is the bodies of government, the school officials will tell you this is what we propose, and we're not going to do it. And then the board will, say, okay, we'll take it under advisement, or they'll make that ruling and then they'll reverse it because of the protests, because people protest it, and try to talk them, lobby against it.
Number 25 with the first touch.
And did not get it. Needed to cut upfield and didn't do it.
Xavier Francis with his first touch, and he could have done without the touch of Jason Campo.
No doubt about it. I'd say no gain on that play, and it's going to be south ball.
Campo's tackle means, as he said, ball goes to the Panthers on downs. Salem opened up a bigger lead at halftime, as it reached halftime against Alvern, 26-12. So that's a halftime score.
Yeah, again, John, they do not belong in Division I. That is a bad ruling by the NHIAA Football Committee. They based it on enrollment instead of the well-being of the players in terms of their competitive nature and everything else. It's a good thing for Alvin. This is a short season, but I believe it's a 2-year cycle, so they're stuck. But this is something they need to do something about that.
Merrimack now leads BG in the third quarter, 21-14. Handoff. Campo cut down.
Yeah, cut down and cut at the knees, which is, you're glad he was able to just get right back up.
Raisinin and Dino with the tackle.
Yep.
A loss on the play, 4, and it'll be 2nd and 14. Goffstown leads Bedford 20-14 in the third.
We're at 4:53 left to play here in the football game.
And Souhegan with a halftime lead over Hollis Brookline, 14-0.
Hollis Brookline trying to find a quarterback after theirs graduated. Sander Urban. There's a sharp
Wide
pass.
open and complete.
Yep.
Down the field, the longest strike.
That's
and
a
he's
touchdown.
loose. Down the field goes Jaden Murphy. Murphy, touchdown!
There it is.
Ball was on the 28-yard line of the Panthers, and that is,
What a pretty play.
I'm doing the math. It's a 72-yard touchdown pass.
It was at the 29. So
29,
Yep,
71 yards. What a strike, and if you turn the dial, you would have missed it.
Yeah, exactly.
The longest play from scrimmage in the game, who would have guessed it, now belongs to the South Panthers as they score, and it's 24-6 in regulation.
And they'll go for 2, I would imagine. Is that Keefe with that throw? Was that Keefe with the throw?
It was Keefe.
Yeah,
with the
because
throw.
that was a great throw because it was a rifle. It was
was.
a tight spiral throw.
Yeah.
That was, and why that's important? It got to the receiver very quickly, and North's defense couldn't react.
He didn't have to hang around, look at his watch.
Had that been a wobbler,
exactly.
Oh, we got a flag on the play, but we got a kick that's good.
Yeah, I saw Tom Brady throw a wobbler to a wide open guy last Sunday.
Yeah.
He had to stop and get it.
Yeah.
And that was not the case. And you said Keefe's got an arm.
Well, he does. Yeah.
It just took a few quarters to show it off. So we have a whistle.
Yeah,
and a
procedure call against Nashua South, which is not surprising on special teams. They can't.
Right. Their first conversion of the season.
Yeah, you got to take a while to practice this stuff, and you have so much to do over that first 2.5 weeks. Now they had summer workouts, but they're not able to. They weren't able to touch a ball for 2/3 of it.
Coach Roby says never let the holder set up the kicking tee, Tom. That's what the Panthers just did.
Well, they made that one.
Yeah. And it works.
Yep.
So 7 points for the Panthers. 4:28 to go in the game. And here comes the onside kick.
Yeah, why not? Nothing to lose. Yeah, nothing to lose. You know, I mean, you're down.
Yeah.
You're
Now,
down.
has the rules of onside kicking changed at
You
the
know,
high
I don't
school
know.
level?
I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
good question. We'll have to see it. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
we'll
maybe
see
we'll get a
now.
chance to see.
Coach Roby, do you know if the rules of onside kicking have changed at the high school level to match what the NFL has? Even on both sides? Five-yard run-up? Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. Do the pros have? Even on both sides of the field, you could stack it, yeah. No, it has to be even. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to kick it so it's a helicopter on the turf and nobody wants to pick it up. What team was that? What game was that? It was, wasn't it? Was it the Cowboys got it back that way? Against the Vikings?
Yeah, against Atlanta.
Atlanta. End over end. They do not go.
They do not go with the onside kick. I'm surprised at that.
Yeah. Oh, trying to find the corner and tackled at about the 35.
Boy, that North football team is making up for no fans, aren't they?
They are.
They are
frenzied
loud
over there.
They really are.
Friday night frenzy. 24-7. Jason Campo with yet another play as he made the tackle. They probably ran away from him and he ran after him and made the tackle. Both Campo brothers, the Campo combo, coming off the field. And
I think we have younger players out there right now.
that's what it is, yeah. Younger players in both teams.
Yeah, hopefully younger players can keep that clock rolling.
Keeper up the middle. Rugby scrum, whistle, and forward progress will give a healthy gain on first down for Derek Finlay. Close to the 40. Call it a gain of 5 and 2nd and 5 forthcoming.
Getting chilly out here, John Collins.
It is. It's supposed to go down to about 55 degrees.
Oh, it was 35 a few nights ago.
Wow.
It was cold.
Direct snap. Finley hands it off up the middle. Spin move. First down for the Titans. See who the ball carrier was on that one. It was number 24, Isaac Smith.
Good opportunity for him since he took some time off from football to get back in the rhythm. Pressure free right now and get some carries under his belt and
he's got the speed to break it all the way.
Yeah, he
if
sure
they don't
does.
get hands on him.
Oh, yeah.
Second unit's out there. You never know. 3:20 to go in the game. Opening game of the 2020 football season. Delayed start, of course. The rivals do battle here for their only scheduled meeting of the season. No Turkey Bowl. Running to the left. Finlay trying to turn the corner. Does. Nice gain of first down again. Late flag. Backside. See what that is. The official doesn't have to consult with anybody because he's the one that threw the flag. Holding against the offense. So that'll be a big difference between what was gained and what will be marked off.
Both sets of gates will be open at the conclusion of tonight's game on either side of the stadium.
Pete Johnson updating us in the Bedford-Goffstown game. What a game that is. Bedford 21, Goffstown 20 in the third. As Bedford comes from behind to take a slim lead. Mwangi, stiff arm near midfield. Did Pete send you that photo from Bishop Girton, Tom?
No.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you. Bishop Girton set up the wall of their school for an away game like a drive-in movie so that the fans could watch them play Merrimack live on the school wall. And a good game they were seeing as Bishop Girton was deadlocked with Merrimack at last report, 14-all in the second half. Finley handoff. Around the corner goes Jordan Raisin and Andino for a first down inside the 40 and out of bounds. Tackle made by Drew Fleury and Tyler Armin.
It's a great run. About
It was.
13 yards.
And then Sahe,
North recovers after that hold.
Ross King.
As we are under 2 to play, but we have a stoppage with the clock because the play went out of bounds. So no more of that out of bounds stuff.
Yeah, sports writer clock management.
You want the
is
clock to
important.
keep running.
Maybe a 6:30 start. You know, in the past you probably saw games start as late as 8.
Well, I hate to tell you right now, but it's not a deadline that's got me going. I mean, I don't have a deadline anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Remember,
you're
yeah,
digital and online.
Right.
Yep. And those stories don't post themselves.
They do not. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah. So Tom, you should have that photo now.
Yes, I do. Wow, very good.
Impressive, huh?
Yeah,
and
not
you have
bad.
the car in the foreground for some, perspective.
Yep, definitely.
Handoff up the middle, big hole, spin move, still on his feet, another spin move. What a run!
Well, that looked
Inside the 20.
That looked like a veteran run.
It did.
Was that Smith or Mwangi?
He said, did you say Francis on the carry? 25. So
Wow.
it was Xavier Francis. Only
Great.
his second touch that I
Great run.
can recall. Yeah. XF. You know what that is, Tom?
It's a great move.
The X Factor.
Yeah, well, we are under a minute to play now with 45 seconds left. So clock will tick down.
Titans introduced the X Factor in the last minute of the game.
Well,
Don't make me trot him out early,
Right.
because then you're really done. But that'll be a player that earns more touches as the season goes along, no doubt.
And a knee, and that will
That'll
do it. All right, John Collins.
That's it,
Been a
Tom
pleasure.
King. It has. 24-7. South does indeed get on the scoreboard with a spectacular 71-yard touchdown strike. The last scoring that we saw on the night. So the Panthers can take that positive with them on into practice and into week 2. Good luck to them. Good luck and congratulations to the Nashua High North Titans on their 24-7 victory. And once again, it was Curtis Harris Lopez, the star of the game. For Tom King and our cameraman Tim O'Neill and our executive producer Pete Johnson, I'm John Collins. Thanking you for watching. 24-7. North takes it over South. Good night from Stellos Stadium, everybody.